Minister presents Constitution Amendment proposal in Parliament. Opposition parties are ready to support the proposal. Coronavirus death toll rises to 8 in the country. 2-year-old child among the latest victim. Private sector unhappy with relief packages. FNCCI says budget has no plans to revitalize economy. Protest wage against police brutality in US. Major cities brace for more destruction. And Dortmund crushes Paderborn. Sancho shines in the 6-goal dribbling. And now the news in detail. The Law Minister Shivamaya Tumba Hampe has presented the Constitution Amendment proposal at the Parliament. Minister for Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Shivamaya Tumba Hampe informed the lawmakers at the Federal Parliament yesterday that the Constitution needs to be amended to incorporate the new map of Nepal, which includes Limpiadhura, Lipulekh and Kalapani.
सम्माननीय सभामुख महोदय, नेपालको संविधान धारा 9 को उपधारा 2 मा नेपालको निशान छाप अनुसूची 3 मा उल्लेख भए बमोजिम व्यवस्था भएको र नेपाल सरकारले हालै नेपालको अध्यावधिक राजनैतिक तथा प्रशासनिक नक्सा स्वीकृत गरी नेपालको वास्तविक सीमा अनुरूपको नक्सा प्रकाशन गरेको हुनाले नेपालको संविधानको अनुसूची 3 को निशान छाप भित्र अंकित नेपालको नक्सालाई नेपालको वास्तविक सीमा अनुरूप मिलाउन आवश्यक भएकोले नेपालको संविधानको अनुसूची 3 मा संशोधन गर्ने प्रयोजनका लागि यो संशोधन विधेयक सदन समक्ष पेश गर्दछु। धन्यवाद।
The main opposition party, Nepali Congress, as well as Rashtriya Prajatantra Party, have already decided to back the amendment proposal. Meanwhile, Janata Samajwadi Party has unofficially stated that they won't oppose the Constitution Amendment for updating the map of Nepal. But the Madhesi parties have long been demanding other agendas while amending the Constitution. The Constitution, which was promulgated on September 20, 2015, was amended for the first time a week later the same year. The total number of deaths caused by COVID-19 in Nepal has reached 8. Spokesperson at the Health Ministry, Dr. Vikas Devkota, confirmed 2 new deaths, taking the toll to 8. Speaking at a regular press meet yesterday, he informed that a 36-year-old male from Dullu municipality of Dang and a 2-year-old girl from Bajura died due to the coronavirus infection.
नगरपालिका 11 का 35 वर्षीय पुरुषको मृत्यु भएको थियो हिजो र उहाँको स्वाब कलेक्सन गरेर रिपोर्टमा पोजिटिभ आएको छ। त्यसैगरी 2 वर्षीय बालिका जो आमा बाबु सहित भारतबाट 8 दिन अगाडि नेपाल आउनु भएको थियो, स्थानीय क्वारेन्टाइनमा बस्नु भएको थियो, बाजुरा जिल्लाको कुरा हो यो। 16 गते स्वाब कलेक्सन भएर हाल रिपोर्ट आउँदा गए राति भनौं आजको सबेरै बिहान 2:30 बजे मृत्यु भएको कोभिड-19 बाट डेथ हुनेको मृत्यु हुनेको संख्या 8 पुगेको छ।
According to Dr. Devkota, 166 new cases of coronavirus were reported yesterday. With the new cases, the total number of infection in the country has reached 1,567. Altogether, 29 people in Rautahat, 25 in Salyan, 21 in Thanusa, 18 each in Kalikot and Doilek, 12 in Rajgarh of Saptari, 10 in Sarlahi, 8 in Bake, 5 each in Parsa and Kapilvastu, 4 in Chapa, 3 each in Kailali and Bajura, 2 in Siangja, 1 each in Tanahu and Morang, and a 4-month-old girl from Surkhet tested positive for coronavirus. Out of the 166 new cases, 162 were male and 4 were female.
अपडेट अनुसार नयाँ संक्रमितको संख्या 166 रहेको छ, जसमध्ये 162 जना पुरुष र 4 जना महिला हुनुहुन्छ।
The total number of recovered cases has also reached 220 from across the country. A total of 1,349 persons are being treated in isolation wards across the country, according to Dr. Devkota. So far, 69,582 samples have been tested through PCR method, while 111,109 samples have been tested by RDT method. Similarly, a total of 119,192 persons are still in quarantine across the country. Lawmakers have demanded economic aid from the provincial governments for the management of quarantine facilities established at the local levels. Speaking at the 0 hour of the lower house meeting yesterday, MP Lal Babu Pandit drew the attention of the government towards a rapid increase in suicide cases in quarantine facilities rather than death by coronavirus. MP Pandit demanded allocation of budget to improve the quality of quarantine facilities at the local levels.
देशमा अहिले लकडाउनको अवधिमा कोरोनाबाट ज्यान गुमाउनु परेका हाम्रा नागरिक भन्दा 10औं गुना बढी आत्महत्या गरेर जीवन समाप्त गरेको स्थितिको कारणले गर्दा यो पीडामा संघीय सरकारले ध्यान दिनुपर्ने एउटा स्थिति छ भने अर्कोतर्फ स्थानीय तहहरूमा क्वारेन्टाइन व्यवस्थापनको पीडाको कारणले गर्दा स्थानीय तहहरूलाई संघीय सरकारले क्वारेन्टाइन व्यवस्थाको निम्ति थप आर्थिक सहयोग उपलब्ध गराउनु पर्ने आवश्यकता मैले महसुस गरेको छु।
Another MP, Sashi Shrestha, said that the ongoing lockdown has taken toll on daily life of citizens and requested the government to come up with a changed modality of the lockdown. The government should introduce new guidelines analysing the risk of coronavirus, MP Shrestha added. She added that the government should set up a standard criteria and ease the mobility of vehicles for the management of daily life.
भएको आज 69 दिन भएको छ। यसले गर्दाखेरि मुलुक का जनता नागरिकहरूले कष्टकर जीवन बिताउनु परिरहेको अवस्था छ र यस अवस्थामा कोभिड-19 को प्रभाव र जोखिमलाई विश्लेषण गरी सुरक्षित स्थानहरू पहिचान गर्दै त्यस क्षेत्रमा आवागमनमा कडाई गर्नुका साथै निर्धारित सुरक्षित क्षेत्रहरूमा स्थानीय रूपमा विश्वव्यापी मापदण्ड अनुसारको निश्चित दूरी कायम राख्दै आवत जावतलाई खुकुलो बनाई दैनिक जनजीवन सहज र व्यवस्थित गर्दै लैजानु पर्दछ।
MP Vidya Bhattrai said that 56 pregnant women died and more than 60,000 more have been deprived of health services throughout the lockdown.
बन्दाबन्दीको अवधिमा 56 जना सुत्केरी महिलाहरूको मृत्यु भयो र 60,000 भन्दा बढी गर्भवती महिलाहरू स्वास्थ्य सेवाबाट वञ्चित छन्। त्यसकारण यसलाई गम्भीरतापूर्वक लिँदै असहज अवस्थामा पनि सेवा प्रदान गर्नका लागि सभामुखज्यू मार्फत सरकारको ध्यानाकर्षण गराउन चाहन्छु।
Lawmakers also drew the attention of the government towards growing gender violence and unsafe childbirth at quarantine facilities. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. A team of National Human Rights Commission has departed for Chaur Jahari, West Rukum to probe into an incident where 6 youths were murdered over an intercaste marriage. A team led by Deputy Director of National Human Rights Commission Chandrakant Chapagai has been sent to the crime scene on Sunday. A statement released by NHRC spokesperson Bed Bhattrai confirmed. On May 23rd last week, Nawaraj Bika, along with his group of friends, all locals of Bheri municipality in Jajarkot, had reached Chaur Jahari of Soti to take his bride. Nawaraj and 5 of his friends were found dead the next day, and 1 of his friends is still missing. Police have detained some individuals after a complaint was filed by the victims' families over murder. Police have been investigating the matter. Members of the National Assembly have said the budget for the upcoming fiscal year has failed to incorporate eco-friendly and social development issues. Speaking at a discussion at the Upper House yesterday, the lawmakers said that the government's target of attaining 7% economic growth would be an uphill battle. Leader of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, Jestha, said that the budget failed to address social development issues. He said that the budget did not include adequate measures against coronavirus at a time when the world was fighting against the pandemic. According to Jestha, the budget did not meet the aspirations of the people for relief to bail out the economy, while it also failed to prioritize generating employment opportunities. He lamented that the budget did not mention a single word about public health. NC lawmaker Jitendra Dev challenged the government that he would give up his political career if the country attains 7% economic growth in the upcoming fiscal year. 12 people have been reported dead after a HIAS van collided with a truck at Thuria Forest in Baki. According to the police, the highway horror occurred when the HIAS van with registration number Na5 Ka 5995 travelling from Nepalganj to Salyan collided with a parked truck with number plate Ba4 Ka 9064 along the east-west highway. Police have confirmed that 11 people died on spot and one died while receiving treatment at hospital. The accident reportedly took place yesterday midnight. The injured passengers have been receiving treatment at Peri Hospital, Nepalganj. The deceased are yet to be identified. The nation today marks the 19th anniversary of the Nepalese royal massacre, which claimed the lives of 10 royal family members along with the King Birendra and Queen Aishwarya. On June 1, 2001, King Birendra Shah and Queen Aishwarya, among others, had been shot dead during a family dinner at the Narayanhiti Palace. The massacre still remains a mystery 19 years on, as government commission firm to probe the incident failed to come to any conclusion. And now, the news from Economic Front. The Federation of Nepalese Chamber of Commerce and Industry has said that the government has failed to bring stimulus package even though the nation's economy has been dealt with a massive blow due to coronavirus. The annual budget has failed to include any plans for the revitalization of national economy, the Federation concluded. The Federation has applauded the annual budget for prioritizing health sector and the management of health infrastructure. However, the Federation has also stated the implementation of the allocated budget will be a challenge, as the Ministry of Health and Population and all three tiers of the government have been unable to utilize the same budget for the past 3 years due to lack of coordination and capability amongst themselves. Although the budget has partially addressed the concerns of agriculture, tourism and aviation sectors, as well as small-scale industries, forest and environment protection issues, it has been silent on key issues such as export advancement and energy sector, FNCCI added. FNCCI has also expressed dissatisfaction over budget in addressing issues such as liquidity management, bank interest rates, labour supervision, among other subjects. FNCCI has also labelled economic growth of 7% as over-ambitious in the present context. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international and sports news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Major U.S. cities feared another night of violent protest over the death of George Floyd in police custody, Reuters reported. According to the news agency, curfews failed to stop confrontations between activists and law enforcement agencies. Floyd was killed last week as a white police officer knelt on his neck. What began as a peaceful demonstrations over the death of Floyd have now turned into a wave of outrage sweeping a politically and racially divided nations. Protesters have flooded streets after weeks of lockdowns during the coronavirus pandemic that threw millions out of work and hit minority communities especially hard. As demonstrators broke windows and set fires, police fired rubber bullets and tear gas to disperse crowds in many cities. In some cases, bystanders and members of the media were targeted. In New York City, police arrested about 350 people overnight and 30 officers suffered minor injuries. Mayor Bill de Blasio said police conduct was being investigated. Violence spread overnight despite curfews in several major cities rocked by civil unrest in recent days, including Atlanta, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Denver, Portland, Oregon, and Louisville, Kentucky. Novel coronavirus cases surpassed 6 million worldwide on Saturday as Latin America reported a grim milestone of 50,000 deaths from the disease. According to Reuters, countries such as Brazil, Chile and Mexico were struggling to stem the spread of the virus. The disease had initially peaked in China in February before large-scale outbreaks followed in Europe and the United States. The COVID-19 respiratory illness has claimed more than 367,000 lives worldwide, though the true number is thought to be higher as testing is still limited and many countries do not include fatalities outside the hospitals. The first 41 cases of coronavirus were confirmed in Wuhan, China on January 10, and it took the world until April 1st to reach its first million cases. Since then, about 1 million new cases are reported every 2 weeks, according to the Reuters tally. Despite the continued increase in cases, many countries are opening schools and workplaces following weeks of unprecedented lockdowns that have stemmed the spread of the disease. But the lockdowns have also hammered economic conditions and thrown millions out of work worldwide. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. A brilliant second-half display by Borussia Dortmund saw them get over the disappointments set by Bayern Munich on Tuesday. The Bundesliga giants Dortmund beat relegation-bound Paderborn by 6-1, thanks to a brilliant hat-trick by the emerging English superstar Jadon Sancho, who also celebrated his first goal by showing off "Justice to George Floyd" written on his shirt. Thorgan Hazard opened the scoring for the Black and Yellows on 54th minute, from where there was no looking back for Dortmund, who took to clinch their first title in over 8 years. The win over Paderborn sees them trailing to Bayern Munich by 7 points, who had another comfortable victory over Düsseldorf last night. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Law Minister presents Constitution Amendment proposal in Parliament. Opposition parties are ready to support the proposal. Coronavirus death toll rises to 8 in the country. 2-year-old child among the latest victim. Private sector unhappy with relief packages. FNCCI says budget has no plans to revitalize economy. Protest rage against police brutality in US. Major cities brace for more destruction. And Dortmund crushes Paderborn. Sancho shines in the 6-goal dribbling. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website, JanataSamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep washing your hands, keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.